Welcome back to the Football Manager save on FM24 on ChesnoidPlays. We start today with the biggest game we've had in this save so far. It's a bit familiar. FA Cup, Newcastle United away. We've done that before, certainly. I have a funny feeling it is not going to go as well as it did last time. Sleet in breezy conditions in 2 degrees up in Newcastle for this away game in the FA Cup 4th round, which we thoroughly expect to lose and probably lose convincingly. But provided it doesn't knock our league form, we don't mind. I'm keeping an eye on the finances. It's not been selected for TV, unfortunately, but I want to see how much money we make from an away game at St James's Park. It should hopefully be close to £1 million, which would be huge for us financially, considering so far this season we've made a loss of £650,000. We are still in the transfer window, although at the moment nothing looks likely of happening, but never rule anything out. We are still thinking about maybe moving Jordan Cousins on and bringing another central midfielder in. We tried to sign Matty Longstaff in the last episode and he chose Notts County over us, which was a bit gutting. He wants me to go positive away from home against Newcastle. I don't think I will. No, I don't think I will. 51,781 tickets sold, so very close to capacity on the perfect pitch. Fingers crossed, we will get the result that we dream of here. Lancaster is not fit, so Soleil can go out wide. Thomas will come in at cam, and Kachunga will get his starting spot back out on the right-hand side as the Raumdeuter. Faye will continue at striker as well because he's been bagging goals recently, and the rest of the defence is pretty strong. The side kind of picks itself at the moment. So, well, it's picked itself again. Newcastle United away from home in the FA Cup, whilst I ask you guys to drop the video a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. They are not taking us lightly. Strong team. You'd argue, that is first team other than Dubravka. Livramento share Botman, Target, Bruno, Tonali, Joelinton, Almiron, Gordon and Isak. That's a full-strength first-team side from Newcastle United. They mean business. So do we, but yeah. We might mean business, but I have a funny feeling our FA Cup run might be going out of business. If this highlight doesn't end in a Newcastle goal in the first 2 minutes, is try and waste time right from the off. Hopefully we don't get booked too much for it. Bruno. Yeah, they're running us ragged at the minute. He's literally just run around the outside of my entire defence and it's gone in as an own goal off Ryan Bennett. Well, that's not started well at all, has it? Sandro Tonali's just gone all the way around the outside. He's taken the bypass and then at the roundabout the other end of the bypass has slammed it against Ryan Bennett and it's gone in. So much for maybe causing an upset. We're immediately behind. And he's picked up a yellow card, Ryan Bennett, already inside 5 minutes. So, we beat Crewe 7-1 earlier this season. This might be a replica of that here in the FA Cup. It's going to be a penalty. Sully Kaikai takes Fabian's share down. It might go to VAR, actually. Looks like it may well do. It will. Penalty check for VAR. I think it's going to be given. And indeed it is. Newcastle have the chance inside 7 minutes to take a 2-0 lead. Send help, gents. Send help. Alexander Isak versus Jack Stevens. And the Swede comes out on top. Oh, lovely ball by Bruno to Miggy. 3-0 Newcastle. Good. Good. Very good. Tonali. Oh, there was a through ball there. Not that he's going to need it. 4-0 Newcastle. This is going to be a long day. A very long day. Jordan Cousins. Nice switch. Kachunga. Kachunga. Oh, Elias! Something good happened for Cambridge United. It's a lovely goal. As it said at the bottom, pure inspiration from Elias Kachunga. Little bit of magic from a player that's played against Newcastle in the Premier League before. Pulls out a bit of Premier League quality. 4-1. Newcastle still dominated with the momentum, but at least we scored. Corner Newcastle. No, sorry, free kick Newcastle. Joelinton scores. It's 5-1. Yeah, Well, we said we beat Crewe 7-1, and this is probably going to be the reverse of that. Cambridgeshire, Norfolk, Suffolk, and that was it. Gordon, Isak, finish. The quality of their finishing is just disgusting. Newcastle 6, Cambridge 1. Appealing for offside. It will go to VAR, but presumably he was on and it will be given. He was on and it's given. 6-1. This is what could have happened last time. It didn't, but it could have done. Oh, don't. I was just about to say, at least we avoided a result equaling opposite scoreline from the Crewe game. I wanted to be able to say we've not lost by more than we've won so far this season. And our biggest scoreline was in the positive. It might be joint both ways by the end of this highlight. Bruno Guimaraes with a sumptuous through ball that Anthony Gordon buries. It is 7-1 to Newcastle United. And this probably is now embarrassing. Don't make it 8. Oh, God. Jack Stevens tips the free kick over the crossbar. Will they score from the corner to really nail it home? Is it about to be 8? No. Ref, put us out of our misery, please. Oh, if you'd have played that gas, we might have been able to get up the other end and make it 7-2. A 7-1 defeat at St James's Park. Everyone's frustrated. We'll try and keep everybody morale-wise the right way, but a 7-1 defeat. Not to worry, Man City beat Southampton by 7-0, and there's definitely a bit of a jump between ourselves and Southampton, so we did better than they did on that tie. Arsenal beat Exeter by 5-1, so there were some other big wins for other clubs and big defeats for other clubs, crucially as well. Oh, we got £3,000 for losing that game, but thanks to gate receipts from that Newcastle game, we have now tipped over £1 million again in the overall balance. We'll have made about 700 grand from that then. Here, look, gate receipts down here, breakdown. £1.12 million in gate receipts. Good. Okay. That's all we could ask for, really. It was the financial opportunity more so than anything else. It gives us the opportunity to concentrate our focus elsewhere. I do have a small squad, but I can't afford to have a massive squad, and then I won't be able to keep everybody happy. That's the problem. Transfer window is closed. We received 30 grand from the outgoing Brandon Hornstrup. Glenn McConnell's gone out on another 6-month loan. Carrier's gone out on another 6-month loan. And so far for Wrexham, has played 3 games and gotten an assist as well. So he is being played at Wrexham, which is good news. Because he will then continue to grow, which it looks like he certainly is doing. Glenn McConnell out to Wraith Rovers, has played 2 games and scored 1 goal for them in the Scottish Championship. So pleased with that so far as well. He's already done nearly as well as he did at Swindon in an 1/8 of the time. We are not going to be able to move Jordan Cousins on. He will leave us in the summer. And Liam Bennett, who's continually considering his options, I don't think I'm going to be able to get him to ever sign a new contract. So I'm probably going to have to try and cash in on him in the summer as well. Oh, it's going to be a big summer window for us again, I think, at Cambridge. It's going to have to be a big summer window for us. Otherwise, we're going to get left behind. It's all about making sure that we don't run the financial risk of putting the squad in, or the club in danger, but at the same time we still want to be able to compete. We made £1.5 million this month with the money from the Newcastle game. It would have been lovely to get through that game as well, or force a replay at the very least, but it wasn't to be, or even close. Up next for us, Shrewsbury away. The squad at Cambridge remained relatively unchanged for 2 or 3 years when we came up from the league below, and for the first 2 years at League One level remained pretty stable. This year it's obviously a lot different, and next year in this save, and potentially in real life as well, it's probably going to look even more different, yet still. We have Shrewsbury away next. The Borden fans are very happy with us though. unsurprisingly, given the way the season is going so far. So I have no concerns about my job whatsoever. I think we're going to be absolutely fine in terms of keeping our position in charge. That's not a problem. Question is, how well can we actually do? That's quite the start. Here's Thomas, Adam May in the box. Adam May all the way. It's 1-0 in the 7th minute. Just the response we needed from the Newcastle game. We may have lost 7-1, but in the 7th minute, we've got another one. And that's very, very fitting. Hopefully, we can keep that going. I shall praise them for the start that they've made because I want to keep morale up and we want to forget all about that Newcastle game. What I can't forget about is losing Elias Kachunga, which is devastating. So, we'll move Jack to the right and an underperforming Saleh Kaikai will come in and hopefully be better. Oh, Digger, what a ball. Here's Saleh. Is he going to make that impact? It's not a great cross. It will fall to Lancaster, though. He makes the difference. In the 18th minute, it's 2-0. All right. Back to business at a level that we're definitely capable of playing at, and we're 2-0 in front. Out to Liam Bennett. I'm going to be gutted about Liam Bennett for the rest of the season, I think. What? Well, that's strange. If this ends in a goal, unbelievable. Liam Bennett's cross from the far right side goes all the way to the left corner flag, bounces off it. We then recoup possession, turn it back into the middle, and end up scoring a goal from it. Have you ever seen anything quite so unusual? George Thomas bags a goal. It's 3-0 in the 21st minute. Digby spreads it. Lancaster back to him. Oh, that's going to be a red card. Mata has destroyed Paul Digby there from behind. Hopefully he's not hurt. No, he's okay to continue. That was pretty horrendous, actually, as it goes. Jack Lancaster will stand over the ball. He's going to play it off. Fajiri dunk. It's Harrison Dunk's first goal of the season. Mr. Cambridge United on the score sheet, and against the 10 men, it's 4-0. Beautifully worked. Now that is a training ground move that has worked very, very well indeed. Everybody is in the green. This is the best overall team performance of the entire season on the back of our biggest defeat. Potentially joint biggest defeat in the club's history, actually. 7-1. Oh, and their goal didn't count. O'Brien, I've only just noticed that it actually didn't count. So it will be a 4-0 win. We're up to 4th in the table. And that was the most comprehensive performance from pretty much everybody in the team that we've seen all season. We're still only just inside the playoffs. So we're not going to get... Well, we're not going to get carried away anyway. But we are definitely safe from relegation. Let's put it that way. We're definitely already safe. And ultimately, I couldn't have asked for much more in this first season. When we first kicked off, 2 to 3 weeks is fine. Harrison got a goal in the last game, so might as well continue on at left back. Danny Andrews not fully fit yet. Not at full sharpness anyway. His conditioning's not great at the moment, so we'll do what we can against Portsmouth, but as was the case with every time we've played against Portsmouth recently, I think we will probably end up losing this one away from home at... Where did Portsmouth... What's the name of Portsmouth ground? My brain is just blank. My brain went Portman Road, but that's because of Portsmouth. Obviously, that's Ipswich. What's Portsmouth's bloody ground called? Why has my brain just killed me? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue and I can't find it. Chat, help me. Fratton Park. I got there before chat did. Fratton Park. Johnny, thank you for the follow. Oh, and he pops up in chat with Fratton Park. Oh, I tell you what, that was one of the most painful things of my life. Trying to get that word from up there to out here. It's just all Pompey, isn't it? It's all pen. It's all pen is what it is. It's all Pompey pen. 1-0 Portsmouth. Anthony Scully, former Lincoln man. Corner. Combridge. Slam it for Jerry. Digby! It's gone through, Matt Macy. We're level. In the 4th goal of the season for Paul Digby in the 30th minute. They peg Portsmouth back immediately. We have done indeed. I thought Fajiri was just going to let fly here. Touch was a bit heavy and forced him a bit wide, but then he turned. To be fair, there was defenders in front of him. And Macy was unsighted by the man in front of him, who made an attempt to try and get to the ball. So the keeper must have had to delay his dive just in case there was a deflection on it, which there wasn't. Struck clean and true by Paul Digby, and we have an equalising goal. Oh, nice. Oh, post to back of net. Alex Robertson really swished that home, didn't he, with a swing of his left leg in the 70th minute. It's going to be a defeat, unfortunately, which will see us drop out of the playoffs as it stands then. But I say I don't like what I saw. Adame's a bit anxious about it, but I'm sure he understands why I gave the response that I did. We could have gotten a result from that. Could have gotten a positive draw. Cousins for a bit more control in the middle of the zone. May and Digby are playing very well. And they are going to be our partnership next year, so we should probably leave Jordan Cousins on the bench a little bit more. Zeno's going to get the start. Do I give Gas the game up top? No, George Thomas is back. He's wanted by Hearts, apparently, George Thomas. I mean, if they give me $1.5 million for him, then they can have him. But they are going to absolutely need to pay through the nose for him. Carlisle are on a run of a lot of defeats recently. Their manager was my assistant manager this season, and they hired him. But let's just go and get a result from a game that should be straightforward, please, gents. Let's just make sure we don't slip up here, because otherwise we might drift from the playoffs. I don't care about getting promoted, but the extra 2 or maybe 3 games will really help financially. And Paul Digby, who scored no goals, 1 goal and 1 goal in his 3 seasons at Cambridge before this save, has now scored 5 this year. And we're in front after 2.5 minutes. Yeah, I guess if we get promoted, then Liam Bennett might consider staying. George Thomas, Adam May. That took a big deflection. Silly Kai. Nope. Free kick. Carlisle. Set pieces might be their way of trying to disrupt things and nab a goal. He's taking his time. He's going to Johnny Wilkinson it a little bit. And it's hit the post. And come back to Charters who buries. Carlisle were not behind for long. That's lucky. Taylor Charters hasn't scored a goal all season. Carlisle have lost 4 or 5 or more in a row. And they've got 2 bloody rebounds here in the opening 20 minutes. And we're 2-0 down. Tackled back, at least. Soleil, Fajiri. Wow. You don't save those indeed, whoever it is that writes the text commentary. That is 2-2 in the 33rd minute. Jack needlessly gave it away, but worked hard and won it back again, which is very Jack Lancaster, actually. And Fajiri with a brilliant finish. That is top draw from our top goal scorer. Carlisle have been very good. Their goals might have been very fortunate, but that one wasn't. That was just a good set piece. Right, okay. Why are Carlisle finally deciding to turn up against me? Why couldn't they have waited till next week? Oh, bloody hell. I was gone through the legs of the man on the post. What are the chances, man? 2 rebounds and a nutmeg on the line. 3-2 down at half-time. Arms thrashed. Sort yourselves out. We go and attacking. Four. Jordan Gibson. Carlisle, I don't think, had scored for 3 games prior to this one. And now they've put 4 past us. They hadn't scored for 3 games. They'd lost 6 straight. And now they're winning 4-2 against us. What are the chances? Kevin Betsy obviously took what he knew from his time at Cambridge, brief as it may well have been, and knew exactly how to set up tactically to get the better of us. George Thomas, play through Fajiri. He's onside here, Fajiri, but he's put it wide. You can ask a non-football question. Hyper? Of course you can. That's going to be a pen, isn't it? Oh my god. How are we going to lose 5-2 to the team that are bottom of the... We're not, but I'll rephrase. How are we going to lose 4-2 to the team that are bottom of the table? 3 really lucky goals before the fourth genuinely top quality one. And Carlisle have just pulled a result that seemed further from possibility than anything else we'd encountered all season. They win by 4-2. I am fuming. Given the state of their form, 6 defeats in a row, they were on 15 points after 33 games, and they've romped us. And we went 1-0 up in 3 minutes. Unbelievable. Yeah, you're not wrong. I slammed the team. That is entirely unacceptable. I'm not even going to go to the press conference. I'm that pissed off about it. Clear entire team selection. I'm forced to give them a rest because of the nature of the fixture list, but I absolutely would put them straight into a training drill as soon as we got back. That is going to call it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching, YouTube. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save so far. Today could have gone better, couldn't it? It really could. We got the initial response from the Newcastle defeat, but then a defeat to Pompey with a indifferent performance, and then that against Carlisle. At home against Cheltenham, at home against Peterborough, we absolutely have to be better. There is no excuse. Thank you very much for watching, YouTube. We will see you next time. Ta-ta.